2025, it's upon us. There's something missing. This is the Paddock Show, but there's a... Do you get the feeling I'm being watched? Oh!
Hello.
Hello! It's Anthony Jordan, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first Paddock Show of 2025. We are here once again. Reunited.
We're back.
And, of course, Motorsport UK British Open Championship for the Rotax classes, presented by Wera Tools.
Yes.
Now, what better place to start the first Paddock Show here at the Rotax O Plate? Tilletson.
Here they are.
Because it's not just the British Open for Rotax, it's the Tilletson T4 Nations Cup qualifier. Hello, Tilletson. Well, welcome to the British Paddock. Okay, Tilletson, let's have a quick rundown. We haven't seen them today, but they've had their qualifying session. All their races will be tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about... So first of all, this is Mr. Bell. I know that. Why do I know that, Anthony?
Because it says his name on his race suit.
It says his name on his race suit. A little bit. In a nutshell... This is me in a nutshell. Can you... That was an Austin Powers joke.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Tell us a little bit about what are Tilletson T4s?
They're basically the same as your two-strokes, but you've got a single four-stroke engine on it. It's, less grippy tyres. The chassis is a strengthened Praga chassis, I believe. And you've got a 225 RS engine on it, and they're amazing. They're great fun. They're easy to... Not too hard to drive. They're not too hard to work on.
Yep.
They're seem to be very beginner friendly. I mean, this is going to be my second ever sprint race. I've done...
There you go.
Really? So hang on a sec. Second ever sprint race, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Henry, how was qualifying for you? Because for your second ever sprint race, we expect good things?
Well, I heard I got P6, which I'm pretty happy about.
Solid result. That's better than this, Henry.
He's my favourite because his name's Henry. There we go.
There you go.
Beginner friendly. That's what we want to see. So
Yes.
we're at the home of British Karting, PF International, Rotax O Plate. They compete for the grand finals, nation v nation. So do Tilletson. The T4 Tilletson Nations Cup is usually held in... Valencia. And the UK, I think a couple of years ago, won. And it's where current British Micromax champion Luke Millward made his international debut. So again, you come out, you've got the BPEC, you've got the British Endurance, British Pro Kart Endurance Championship logos on the thing. So endurance racer four-stroke, you say this is beginner friendly?
Yeah, so last year I competed in the four-stroke endurance racing. And I found myself this year without a team, so I looked around my options. Of course, I don't have as much money as other people, so I want something that's cost-effective, fun, and welcoming to someone like me who doesn't know much. Looked around our options, and Tilletson just seemed to be the best in every way.
There you go.
Excellent.
It's
reek good, is what it is.
Reek good. Brand ambassador.
It's really
role.
good. It's nice and easy to work on. It's nice and easy to learn.
Simple.
It's cost effective. I think you use 2 sets of tyres for a whole season over here, compared to
2 sets of tyres? I was going to say, this guy, my view, 2 sets of boots. I was going to say, don't. No, I'm not going to say tyres. Really good, well done. Congratulations on being here and making the move into sprint racing. Can't wait to see you guys in action tomorrow. Juniors and seniors.
In
juniors, we've got the Honda O Plate, the reigning Honda O Plate champion Ralphie Branska making a one-off appearance as well. So that's really good.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes. I can't say I've paid too much attention to the juniors, but I see the grid for tomorrow is very close. I think top 10 were separated by 3 tenths, which, I mean, it's going to be all to play for tomorrow. It's going to be who can get on top and not get a penalty.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much, Henry.
Excellent.
And we've got drivers from all over the place. We've got an American driver, thank you, Henry. There's a Tilletson thing. So we're in the back paddock here. You can see there's, listen, that 4-stroke rumble. Oh,
you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Gotta love a good rumble.
A rumble in the jungle, as we like to call it.
A rumble in the jungle. So a big thank you to Tilletson and all the staff for joining us here.
Yes.
Now here we are at the. Do you want to tell us quickly who qualified on pole for the people?
I can tell you, yeah. Tilletson T4 Senior, obviously, was speaking there to Henry Bell, P6 for him in the number 15. That was absolutely fine. Aaron Coogan pulled it in the seniors, so a very good result for him. The juniors, however, very different story. Ralphie Branscombe, 4-stroke god in Honda Cadets, stepping into the juniors, putting into that one there. Speak of the devil and it shall appear.
Say his name and he appears.
Ralphie Branscombe, pole position.
In Ralphie Branscombe.
You believe in Ralphie Branscombe? Well, so did qualifying because you polled it. Congratulations. How was it?
It was really good. It's just like a Honda, but smooth like a junior.
Bigger.
Yeah.
It's a big Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it works out well. And with this one being, of course, a T4 Nations Cup qualifier, there's a ticket in there for grabs, and that is what you're hunting for this weekend.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Excellent. But
should we walk
and talk a little bit because we're in the dark. We're in PFI's back alley.
And plus, I can see a Paddock Show pooch here.
Yes.
Ralphie moved out of Honda Cadet, reigning British champion in Honda Cadet. But so you're trying lots of new things now. Stay there. We've got a very important guest.
No.
This is Daisy. Hello. This is Daisy. And who does Daisy belong to?
Noah Barham's.
This is Daisy Barham, Noah Barham. Now, we were talking about drivers from the United States that are here. We got several. Noah's mum is from America, so keep the stars. So Daisy Barham, we can have a little sniff. Have a little sniff there, Daisy. The first Paddock Show pooch of the year. She's, there we go. There we go. Oh, dearie me.
Famous.
There we are. So, Paddock Show Pooch of the Year, number one. We should really give out like an end-of-season awards, like a Bonio or something like that for them. There's a good girl.
Sorry, Ralphie, we were having a lovely little chat there.
Back to the actual
drivers.
Back to the British champion, yeah.
Ralphie, so pole position in qualifying. What is the plan for tomorrow? Is it going to be, do you feel like the pace was quick enough? I mean, looking at it, it was pretty close in there. 1/100th of a second separating you and second place. So is it going to be a case of a defensive masterclass tomorrow? Do you reckon you could break away?
I reckon it's going to be defensive masterclass.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed, and let's see how it goes, yeah? Well, like you say, Honda Cadet champion, you know what you're doing. Stop touching the dog, Henry.
I'm just saying goodbye to Daisy, you know.
Thank you very much, Ralphie. Have a good evening.
Good luck, Ralphie.
Good luck tomorrow.
Good luck, Ralphie.
Thank you, Daisy. Yes, indeed.
Talk about passion, Paddock fashion. Now, you've been walking on. Here's a man that knows all about fashion. Tom Smith International, Smith's Property. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Now, Tom is not here just promoting 1950s motorsport attire.
Yeah.
He's here helping Otto Amy, a really exciting prospect in Micromax. And he's been flirting with the top 10, hasn't he?
When he gets it right, he can go in the tow with the front boys, and when he doesn't, he's about half a lap behind. So it's hit and miss with Otto, but he's got a lot of talent, and he's sort of on the edge of making it work.
And that's one of the things. It's learning, isn't it? You know, we saw him race as a privateer at Kartmaster last year. 1 lap, lightning quick. Now it's a case of getting 10 laps, the same, and making the right decisions at the right time, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously you're trying to work with a lad who's 9 years old, so you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? And,
attention span is one of those things where it's I struggle with Henry. He's about mental age of a 9-year-old as well, and his attention span dips quite often. So
it's going now, actually.
It's going now, he can see.
Yeah.
He's trying to compute. Yeah. So working out that sort of situation as well with quite a young driver, I can imagine for a long distance race is quite challenging.
Really hard, yeah, and I can only imagine Henry in Rotax 177s.
Yeah.
That would be even
277 after the winter I've had.
Carry on your paddock tour.
Thank you very much. Purveyor of fine sort of tweed-coloured jacket-based arrangements.
I've got a jacket like that.
You have, indeed. You know, if Mike Hawthorne was still alive, he is Tom Smith incarnate.
We'll go this way?
Yeah, because new season brings new teams, drivers choosing things, but we're rolling it back old school. For the first time, global karting are back. Now, Synergy Karting. So, quick bit of history, ladies and gentlemen. Rob Hanscom and Mike Spencer formed Global Karting, about a dozen years ago. Then they morphed into the Synergy Factory team. They've moved away from the Synergy kart, so they've restarted Global Karting, and they're in here. Should we have our first unannounced awning visit?
Unannounced awning visit.
I remember, James. No, don't try and ingratiate yourself.
Sorry.
Just because you're back on day release from the FIA. After you, James. There we are. There we
I hate
go.
you
See,
so much, Henry.
I know there. So, these colours, Global Karting, really good to see them back in the paddock. They got the Aurum Racing engines and some good results today as well, especially for Riley Cranham, the GP plate holder. Benjamin Lawn's kart is there. There's Mr. Hammond's kart. Luca Holmes-Ballock moving up. Pierce Wade has gone home, but Pierce from Canada, a number of Canadian drivers. But I mean, the drivers have all escaped. Look at this. Look at the hard-working mechanics. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that face. That face.
Tell us a little bit about the life and times of a kart mechanic. Without swearing or insulting the driver.
If I want to insult the driver, I'd say it made it difficult for me today. We've bent about every part on the kart that we could possibly bend. Crashed in a few, but you know what? Nothing without a bit of effort going into it. So got a lot of work to do tonight. But you know what? It's fun. It's good fun. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So yeah.
Exactly. Maybe Palm Springs,
maybe do with like Dubai, something like that. 2 weeks. That would be quite nice. Yeah.
But other than that, Lincolnshire is just fine. Is he looking at his Anthony? He's looking at his phone. He's looking at his phone with his mouth open, ladies and gentlemen, like a small child.
Hello.
Yeah, Luca Holmes Ballock.
Yes.
It's been a trying day.
Yes.
But he's one of the drivers that's moved up from mini to junior. Well, our first venture into an awning, unannounced, thank you very much, went really swimmingly, 0 drivers, but that's
Perfect.
okay. The difference is we've got a lot of drivers moving out into juniors. The transition from mini to junior is harder than it used to be because, there's a mini kart, these are the minis, the smaller frames, and now... Before you went to Minimax 950, the mini karts used to be the full-size karts. So drivers moving out of mini junior, they didn't just have to adapt to more power. They've now got to adapt to a wider chassis as well. That's why it's a bigger jump now between mini and junior.
Yes. I'm just noticing the NASA panels on these. We've got different types in here. We've got the Kart Republic original one in here.
Yes.
We've got, I believe this is the Birrell one.
Is it kind of Kart Republic?
It's the Kart Republic, but it's not the Kart Republic one because I've seen the Kart
gills
Republic
of a
one.
shark.
It's got the gills, yes, but it hasn't got the 3 different intakes. That's the Kart Republic one.
Ribbed.
You can tell. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I can't remember model numbers. I'm not a fan of model numbers. Do you know model numbers, Henry?
No, I don't know anything about models.
Excellent. Right.
Boy.
Thank you very much to Global Karting. Like we say,
very much indeed.
A success with...
Look at him. Look, James, don't... James...
No, I'm holding it for him.
No, James, I'm not having it, James. I'm not having it, James. He's not a gentleman. You know I'm a gentleman. Thank you very much. There we go. Don't stop moaning. You come back from one weekend and, look at you, creating all sorts of problems.
I'm just a normal, innocent man.
We're just normal men.
We're just normal men.
One other thing here this year, Motorsport UK, they launched a new academy for ladies, and the fastest lady here, Lizzie Mentier. Come scoot in by here. We'll position you in front of the 8-mile-long Dan Holland racing awning. Lizzie Mentier, there's only about half a dozen girls racing this event. You're the only one in seniors, but there's a lot going on with girls in karting and girls in motorsport, isn't there? How do you feel about being a girl in motorsport, in karting at the moment?
It's tricky because being one of the only girls on the grid, it's like the boys are out to get you sort of thing. You're beating a boy and they're not happy about it sort of thing. So it's difficult, but
but you're a tough cookie. We've seen Lizzie flip her go-kart, first lap of Kart Masters, get out, try and get it going again, and would have gone, but only the radiator had decided to break. So don't buy it. Tough as old boots.
Yeah, adrenaline though, isn't it? So got to get going again.
Looking at, obviously, Anthony, you involved. There's this Formula Academy. There's all these now steps to help promote female participation in owner-driver racing.
Yes, there is, and with that, there are so many of those new championships coming. For a lot of drivers, would you say this is probably the best time to be racing if you are a female or a male or anything like that? Because there's so many more opportunities that I think have come in the modern era of karting.
Yeah, a few years ago when I was starting off, there wasn't a lot for girls out there, but coming into 2025 there's a lot for girls out there now, and there's a lot of girls getting into motorsport, which is great to see, and there's loads of new up and coming girls racing, and it's just great to see them around the paddock and just make friends with other girls.
Yeah. And I think big stepping stones are being made in the stepping ladder for progression in the motorsport as well.
So, last question before we move on to one of our Minimax drivers. 3 years ago, Amelia Nelson, 7th in the senior Rotax O Plate down at Dunk as well. Can you emulate that tomorrow?
Well, I'm definitely going to try, so hopefully, yeah, top 5 if I can.
There we go.
There we have it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
much. Move on from the sublime to the ridiculous. Logan Rolfe, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
You just moved. I mean, even you've got you're the Minimax driver with the deepest voice out there. How is the move up from micro to mini?
It's quite a change. Like, we was on the Vega tyres last year, and then we just changed onto the Mojos, which I was on 2023, and it was just a massive step up because the power's different and it just comes off the corner quicker.
But are you enjoying today?
Yeah, we've had highs and lows throughout the weekend already. On Friday, we wasn't that good, and then on practice 4, we managed to get inside the top 15, in top 11, and then we just mucked it up on practice 5, and then we didn't really have a good quali. We was 18th, and then I got a nose cone in heat 1, and like it wasn't the best because I got it coming into the pits, but hopefully for a better day tomorrow.
Well, good luck. You're driving for Luke Christie Racing. That's the new team this year. I think which are going to become Synergy. There's an involvement. Okay, there's a huge bunch of MLC Motorsport drivers over here. What are the hard... Thank you, Logan.
Yeah. See you later.
See you later. Right, let's bring in... Greg's on legs, Charlie Wolfett.
Jensen Chalk is hiding.
Jensen's hiding, but Luca Holmes-Ballock.
Come here.
Come in very, very quickly. We just spoke to the global karting mechanic who was saying that his driver managed to bend or break every part on the go-kart today. Step forward, said driver. Congratulations, your mechanic is knee-deep in grid there. It's not been a great day, has it?
He said wonderful things about you.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Better days ahead. Managed to break every part. Right, bring in the MLC lots. Come on, bring them in, bring them in. Some of them.
The rest of them ran off. They're all scared. They don't like cameras. So.
Well,
maybe we could go intercept that van because that's where
we're all hiding in that van.
Go intercept it.
Well,
maybe
the last time that we announced went into a motorhome in the paddock, it wasn't actually the person's motorhome who was it. So what had happened is that...
Do we need to relive the story?
No.
Yes.
No. Carry on. How was your day? Welcome to Rotax.
Oh yeah, it's been all right. Not too bad. It's round PF. I know this place like the back of my hands, but it's been a good few days and testing Rotax. It's definitely completely different to X30, but I'm enjoying it.
So you're in seniors, and Charlie is now in juniors. Yeah. So top 10 in an O Plate last year. Is that right?
Yeah. It was really good last year, but hopefully we'll go again this year.
Well, come again. First of all, Jensen Chalk, 2023 Micromax Grand Finals champion. Now, it's Jensen, you're eating your sweet, right? But we're going to say very one thing. So Jensen's dad is here mechanic for him, but we're going to say hi at your mum at the 70s weekend in Butlins with you. Is it your granddad's 70th birthday this weekend? So we're going to say happy birthday, and we're going to tell your mum not to get too... Don't get shy.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and there we go. Excellent. There we are. Right,
Thank you very much.
We've shut him up. Let's go.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys. MLC Motorsport, Luca Holmes-Ballock.
Henry, I don't know if you can hear that noise on the microphones, but I thought that was you, Henry.
It's been a while since lunch. My stomach is grumbling. Oh, KR Sport. And I tell you what, there's people shouting at us. There's Maria Roberto can come in. She's running off, but we want to try and get... Maria Roberto.
Come on over, Maria.
Come on, Maria. Right. First of all, from Salerno, family from Salerno in Italy. We just spoke to Lizzie Mentier. You're in Mini still, aren't you? And I think you're the only girl in Mini as well.
I think so.
Yeah. What does that? Does that make a difference to you? Do you care?
No.
No? Do you look at things like Formula Academy and the female-only championships and think and initiatives to help women, the girls on track, things like that? Do you look at that and think that's a bit of me, or do you think I want to go and beat the boys?
Both.
both. There we go, double bubble. Tell us about your Alice in Wonderland crash helmet.
I got it done, and yeah.
And it's good, and it's cool. There we go. All right, thank you, Maria.
Excellent.
This weekend, let's go and speak. We're going to be speaking to the drivers, so the parents. Let's speak to a dad, but not just any dad. This is a big one-off event.
It is.
Okay, it's no prizes for coming second. It's the Open. Now, there's one driver in this paddock who knows how to get it done in the one-off events. He won the O Plate in Micromax last year. He won the Rotax International Trophy at Le Mans, and then he went on to become the 50th British driver to stand on the Rotax Grand Finals podium when he won the Micromax Grand Finals. That's Joshua Cook. He's nowhere to be found, but of course...
He's playing football by the gate.
He's playing football by the gate.
Of course he is.
The image from Sarno that the videographers used to round out the entire event was you lifting Josh up and giving him a hug, father and son.
Thankfully he's only small, so it wasn't too much trouble, but yes.
Normally you're lifting him up warmly by the throat. What is it about Joshua that makes him so good at these one-off events?
I don't know. I think he probably puts himself under too much pressure in a championship. You know, you've got a greater risk it's going to go wrong. You've got to accumulate points over a larger number of rounds. So maybe at a one-off event there's opportunity to get it wrong, but it's not going to be so critical for later in the season. Yeah, maybe that.
Now, this isn't a ticket event for the Grand Finals. I mean, so it's just the British Open. Since he became Rotax Grand Finals champion, have you noticed a change in him, his confidence? You know, what is that title, the biggest title in Rotax karting? What's that done for him as a driver, and also as I guess, how old is he? 10?
He's just turned 11.
What's it done to him as an 11-year-old kid?
Yeah, it's a mixture of things. I think I've always said that karting's brilliant because it gives kids life skills. I think learning to win, learning to lose. I think he's had to work on his resilience. So I'd say that, yeah, stepping into Minimax, the grid's brutal. There's probably 15, 20 kids on that grid that could win a race.
We did notice today.
So he's not apologetic for being there. When we first stepped into cadet, he almost felt embarrassed to be anywhere near the quick kids, as he'd call them, whereas he now feels he's there by right. So I think confidence, yeah, it's helped for sure. Yeah.
Excellent. While you're in here, Anthony, I mean,
yes.
do you want to talk about any of the body work on the carts or the serial numbers, the chassis? Thank you very much, Mr. Cook.
Thank you. Here's your bog standard OTK NASA panel, the new one for 2025. Fins.
It looks like the Batman thing.
Batman logo, yeah.
Eagle-eyed Alpha Live viewers will see there's one team in the paddock, only one team, that has incorporated their graphics kit into this new number.
It is fantastic.
Even the producer James isn't sure. Should we tell him, or should we let the viewers find out tomorrow?
Find out tomorrow. I know what team it is.
I know what team it is as well, because we spotted it earlier on. So, you know, one team, bonus points for that team, tick, and other teams need to follow suit.
If you're from said team, shush.
Yes. Shh.
Don't say a word.
Thank you very much, KR Sports. Many wagons in KR Sports.
It's getting dark.
It's getting dark. It's, you know, the nights are drawing in. It's a little bit on the fresh side, I've got to say.
It's like 2 degrees and you're in shorts.
Of course I'm in shorts. Man, you got to be a man to be in shorts.
I wish I had a cable tie.
As you're walking, okay. What's it like? I mean, we talked about, obviously now you're the voice of FIA karting. You've spent the last 2 years, year and a half, around the world. What's it like being back in the British paddock? And what have you noticed the differences both on and off track? Because there's something that both parties could learn from the other, couldn't they?
So I think off the track, you come here in the British paddock, it feels like a proper family vibe. Yeah. Everyone is everyone's friend until it gets to the finals, of course. But before that, it's a lovely paddock. Don't get me wrong. In Europe, you still get those really homely vibes. You still get some really good mentality in the paddocks. But it's a little bit more serious, and everyone kind of is like, "Oh no, we're not going to show this," and doors are closed, and they keep them locked and things like that. I've always feel scared walking in some mornings there because I'm like, I don't want to intrude. But here, it's like any tent. Even if it's closed, we'll barge in. It's like,
exactly.
Hello.
Yeah.
But then on track, I see 1,000,001 overtakes in one corner. Fantastic. Love it. However, makes it a little bit difficult to understand what on earth is going on?
It's a problem I've had for nearly 20 years.
Exactly.
But the reason that people don't keep their doors open for us is because you can then surprise people with fantastic haircuts, including possibly the best mullet in the paddock at the moment. It's only Matt Isaacs. Nibbers, come and have a look out here. Bring your mullet out here, Nibbers. Come on. Come on, look at this man, hardest working man. He had 85 karts running at Forest Edge last weekend. He's so many, I mean, this is business up front, party at the rear. How are you going, mate?
I've got it trimmed down as well. This week, I got it trimmed down.
Which bit? The side?
The back.
The back.
The back trim.
Yeah, you should have seen it before.
Trying to tame the mullet.
Mullet should be untamed whatsoever. How's it going? Good to be back in the British paddock?
Yeah, it's good. It's meant to be my one of my weekends off, but I decided to come mechanic for young Eva Morris for KR. So yeah, it's been good. It's been a good weekend so far.
Excellent. So do you want to apologise to the wife now? Oh yeah. By the way, fancy a weekend away in Lincolnshire, maybe. Only problem is you're not coming.
She was going to come, but she's had to work, so I'm going to go work as well.
Fair enough. Well, fair enough. Now, you mentioned Eva Morris. Now, there's two ladies here. We've got a few minutes left. Let's bring Eva in and Amelia Nelson in. Come and stand in. Right. So we've got here. Amelia Nelson.
Yes.
Last female driver to get a top 10 in a Rotax O Plate. Now doing the press and PR for Jag Rotax. And Eva. And Eva Morris, you had a top 10 result today. Can you take, Amelia's, can you join Amelia in the top 10 club in the Rotax O Plates?
Yeah, hopefully.
Excellent. Right. Yeah.
Yes, Amelia, obviously we were talking about that, and we were talking about many, many things. You're not racing this weekend, are you? And that's quite unfortunate, I think, because like you say, we could have had another attempt at getting into that top 10. However, you're stepping up into the world of other motorsports and everything like that, and for the impressions of young female drivers stepping up to it, would you say, in the more modern eras of British karting and in the world of global karting, would you say there's more opportunities now?
Yeah, I definitely think so. From what I've seen over the past few years, even in just the teams alone, it's good to see that the girls are being treated equally and just as drivers instead of this other thing that's just come in. And there's definitely more ways to progress up now and opportunities. So hopefully Eva's in the right place at the right time to hopefully make the most of that.
And Eva, what do you think of that as well? Are you an advocate of just all-female racing, or do you like racing alongside everyone?
I like the equality side. It's good to be able to race against both genders and because. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how is this your second year as a junior? Because you raced Kart Masters last year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
In terms of, we're talking about moving it from Mini, which is the 950 chassis, to the full-size kart now. As a female, because again, our bodies are built differently, yeah? What challenges has that posed to you, and how have you overcome them?
I found it decently easy. I keep up with my fitness quite well, so I didn't really find it a problem. The main problem was just the seat fitting because of the wider hips.
No, and I know you're joking, but that has been something that is a big problem in global motorsport, is that, the female body is generally designed slightly differently than the male body, and with racing car seats, they are designed predominantly for men, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and we really struggled to fit in. And then also we found with the rib protectors as well that I'm having problems with my upper body with the rib protector, where it's just really hurting after a while.
Yeah, I know, it's we smile and joke, but obviously, rib protectors,
they're an important safety feature.
They're an important safety feature, and of course, men's bodies and women's bodies are different, yeah? And of course, safety is one thing, but yeah, you have to drive in comfort. It's just like almost the deck is stacked. Straight, almost like the deck is stacked against women at the start, isn't it? There we are, there we go. But you're overcoming it, and you're into the junior madness.
Definitely. Oh, it is carnage out there at the moment. Like, you can go from being 5th to 15th in one corner. Everyone is so close together. Everyone is just, there's 3 carts going into one corner.
It's excellent. It's what we love. Anthony Jordan, for your return to the Paddock Show, please tell the viewers what they can expect tomorrow, and then what what are we going to see?
We're going to see some karting, Henry.
Hopefully,
lots of it as well. We're going to see some Tilletsons. We're going to see some pre-finals as well. And we're going to see some finals.
Not pre-finals. Superheats.
Oh, Superheats pre-final. They're the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same thing,
Not
Henry.
the same
It's
thing.
the same thing, Henry.
It's not the same thing. Right.
What? Okay, fine.
Tell the people.
You're going to get some racing. Excellent. It's going to be a busy day. We'll see you then.